gentlemen, is your 2024 AutoBidMaster Rebuild Challenge winning car. It's 2017 Dodge Charger RT Ute conversion by Smith Performance, done by me personally in my garage. Autobody Scotty, better known as Kennedy McConnell, here in sunny, beautiful Bonita Springs, Florida. This isn't about me.
It is about you.
The car. All right, welcome to the Autobody Scotty Garage. We're going to show you through because I had the fortune of winning the AutoBidMaster Rebuild Challenge. Look at that. I said it all in one sentence, didn't miss a beat. And so they're here to document how this happens. I'm just the average guy working on cars, buying some cars online. So we're going to show you the shop. You've seen the car, you've seen what we can do. So let's show you what happens at home. There's a whole lot of history on these walls. Remember I told you I had my dealership? Scotty's Auto Sales. The challenge was to sit down and what can I do to go in the middle of the crowd and get the attention? That was the whole challenge. I got one of the first kits for the newer body style car. And when I knew I had that advantage to be ahead of everybody, that's what got me intrigued. Okay, come here, I'll show you. Before I ever bought the car, when I decided to do it and wait for him to make the package, this is what my art guy built for me. Driving down the road and found a car in...
You like green?
It's color of money. I found the color I wanted. It's a little more difficult than a normal color because it's a tri-stage. And that takes a little more effort, and it's also harder to go back and repaint things and touch up because it's hard to match the original condition you did it under. But the thing with the tri-stage is it's a brilliant color. You can see this thing from a half mile away. Well, you got to make the women happy too, so that's my Gucci design. That's custom made vinyl. I picked the design that I wanted, and the company puts the vinyl in there, and then they put a clear film over it so it can withstand the elements. So the bed is power. I don't know if you've seen that. This is what I designed. I work on motorhomes, so I designed a big flat cover because I wanted the aerodynamic. The other choices aren't what I wanted to do, so I did that. And it's pretty heavy. It's very stout, and it's waterproof. I've drove it through torrential rains. I've taken it on road trips. If I want to put my luggage back there and stuff, it's safe. This is my next project. This is going to be something to keep for me. I bought it wrecked in the front. I believe this one came, I can't remember the town, but it was a probably 800 to 1,000 mile trip. First of all, I wouldn't have bought the vehicle if it sit on the lot with a broken out window because you don't know how long it was exposed to rain. One of the things about buying cars sight unseen is you really have to be able to evaluate the photos. Then you use the VIN check. Then you got to use every bit of information is there because you're not there. I like nothing more than being able to see a car in person, but in some instances that's not possible. Color was the first thing to determine. When you're trying to build something to get attention, color's everything. Okay. The kit is easy, and then when you add a standard, you take a wide body kit, it's not hard for an artist. I mean, that's common. That's what Chargers look like. All he had to do is, what would it look like if we did that? Because I had to redo these quarter panels to make it look like that.
And how did you do that? How did you redo
Well,
that?
I don't know how much is in my videos, but I do fiberglass work. So really you cut it out. You can build anything out of fiberglass. You can extend it, build it. Fiberglass is an easy product to work with. Like he said, metal can be challenging. You have to weld it, stretch it, cut it, which I do plenty of. But fiberglass, it didn't fit the way I needed the bottom of the spoiler to go, so I cut his off, reformed it where I wanted it, matched the parts up, and finished it off to make it what I wanted. What do you think of the color?
Really good.
You like the color?
Yeah.
So that's the thing about the kids love the color. The car was designed to get attention. The color was a tough part, but what's cool is people come up to me all the time and go, I don't even like green. This is still the same like Apparently you do like green. You just told me you did.
Right.
But,
It's hard not to like. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It stands out. The color stands out. Put it on your hat. I'm like, I'm here to work on the car, not worry if my camera's tilted. Or, So what I did was 22 episodes of updates at the end of the day for They want to find out why or how I did it.
Yeah. Well, this is the reason, one of the reasons why you did it, right?
Well, I moved
Kind of
here.
fun to show off.
When you come to Naples, it's hard to stand out in
It
this
is.
group of
Oh
cars.
my God, it is big time. I've been coming to this event for quite a few times.
The people I meet all the time, I am the cheapest car in here. Okay. And that was the whole idea. How do I build something to get attention here? You're going to see what happens at the car. I've answered so many questions today already. It starts pretty rough, I can tell you that. You don't even want to know that part. But I had a collision center up north. I ended up working for some of the older collision centers in the town. And if you're a type A personality, you need to do it your way. I ended up leveraging myself to get a building, to build the business, and it ended up being very successful. I ended up with a frame and front end center, a paint supply store, and I taught classes. Part of the reason I found AutoBidMaster is when I was up north, I had all my licenses.
Yeah.
To have a license, you have a specific approved piece of property. You have to be bonded. You have to have the insurance. So if you're going to do it, you got to be all in and you got to circulate some cars, correct? So I had all that. I was spoiled with that. I had a dealer's license, I had the salvage license. So what happens when you sell all that and you come here? You need to find a broker. So the fees that the broker charges is reasonable compared to the fact that if you want to go ahead, start your business, find out what's involved. It's a lot. So that's how I found AutoBidMaster, because I still like to dabble. And so there's no reason to buy a perfectly good RT car and cut it up, cut the complete back off. So I found the one that was wrecked exactly like I needed it, barely any damage, and bought it through AutoBidMaster. And of course I use their transport service because I found out the hard way what it's like to go out and broker. All the stories you get, oh, we can do it for $700. Oh, no, you didn't tell me that. It's going to be $1,000. And then they inundate your email, they inundate your message. So the fact that you guys handle the shipping, and the other fact is when you're auctioning and you're looking, you know exactly how much it's going to cost. It's already quoted.
Yeah.
So that's a slam dunk. So that's how I ended up with AutoBidMaster. This would have been one of the first cars when I was here. I'm on my 5th car, I think I bought. I know it well. I like the fact that you're almost on the same auction. You don't even know the difference when you're on AutoBidMaster. You're watching the auction live. You can proxy bid it. You can do whatever you want. You put your deposit in, which is actually just a hold on your money. It's not like they're taking the money out of your account.
No.
I like that.
Just a deposit.
Put a hold on it to buy your buying power and all that. So I'm so used to it now. For me, it's piece of cake. All right, so I did find it on Copart. You have your choice. There's 2 or 3 there, and if you know me, I do my research. Check some reviews, do some reviews, and find out. You guys, from what I found, are probably the biggest broker on there, and for a reason. So that's how I found it. It's on there. They give you a suggestion. They tell you if you need a broker, and look, that's how I found it. First, you do the quick review. You look at things you're looking for. Your site represents and looks almost like being on the Copart site was one thing I noticed. I mean, you hardly notice the difference. You think you're on Copart. Me typically will take the choices and do a quick review, find a reason why one stands out, and then research it further and do that. And if something fails there, it doesn't fit your need, then you go back and check your other 2 that you already knew some of the facts about. That's just how I do things. So yours obviously stood out. I did a quick review, then I went back to yours and reviewed, and everything's there that I need. It's easy to go back and buy your bidding power and do everything. I don't find anything on there that's not pretty user-friendly. You don't have to be real technical to understand how to use it. And if you know me, if I found a glitch in it, I'm the kind of guy that'll call somebody or message somebody and say, here's why I did or didn't do that because this is what you need to fix. I'm that kind of guy. Because you guys can't know to fix something, anybody, any business. It's no different in a restaurant. You order food and something's not right, and I have people look at me funny if I tell somebody. But how do you know it's not right if somebody doesn't give you feedback? If you know the shipping industry, it can be problematic.
Yes, absolutely.
And one of the reasons I would use somebody with your strength, the same reason I'd use Amazon, if I have a problem, I've got 2 people I can go to. If I deal directly with a shipper, I have to deal with them. If I deal directly with you, there's a problem with the shipper, I'm going to get you involved and the shipper. So I have a little more strength to get my issue resolved. So when I first saw you guys were handling, the first thing I thought was, thank God I don't have to go out in the cyber world and get a broker, because I've done that experience. The minute you put your information out there, you get bombarded. You literally have to climb through offers, and then you don't know what it's going to cost. You scroll down to the bottom of yours and you know it's there. Now let's say the car is way out of my geographical area, and it's going to cost me $1,800 to ship it, or from Hawaii, then you have to take that into consideration when you buy the car. It's all part of your budget. I can buy stuff local here in Florida. It may be as little as $300 to get it delivered to me, but I don't have to do the broker thing. I pick it, you guys do the hassle, and you get paid for it, but I know how the broker thing works. I've done it. I like having it all in-house. That's what works for me. It showed up and the back window was broke out of it.
Okay.
I knew, first of all, I wouldn't have bought the vehicle if it sit on the lot with a broken out window, because you don't know how long it was exposed to rain. One of the things about buying cars sight unseen is you really have to be able to evaluate the photos. Then you use the VIN check. Then you got to use every bit of information is there, because you're not there. I like nothing more than being able to see a car in person, but in some instances that's not possible. I got a hold of the shipper. They were a little bit hesitant. I had pictures. There was tree limbs on the car. There was fresh scratches that indicated this shipper backed under a tree. Something happened because the window was in it. One of the best things you can do in any situation, not just cars, is if you don't know enough about it, get somebody that does. So run it by somebody else. I help people purchase cars because I don't like people going into a dealership because you're at a 99% disadvantage. So I assist people in purchasing. I tell people, even if you don't have me and you don't know anything about buying a car, go get somebody. So if you see a car you like through Copart and AutoBidMaster, get somebody to review the same thing you reviewed and see if they can pick something out that you didn't pick out. Any car can be a good rebuilder if you know what you're buying and you know what you're investing in, and you know what's coming out the other side.